What's up, guys? We are back looking at some more MLB plays today over on PrizePicks. We've been crushing our MLB plays all season, slowed down slightly yesterday, but looking to get right back on track with some more winners in today's video right here. Just 2 days ago, we went 8-0 on the type of plays that I'm posting in this video, so let's keep that run going and just increase that. So we're going to do these free plays shortly, but make sure to leave a like on this video here if you have not already, because 175 likes, I'll drop a third play tomorrow. You guys did the like goal yesterday, which is why we have 3 plays in today's video here, but while you're down there leaving a like, you may as well subscribe to the channel also with those notifications on. That way you get in before these lines get bumped or get removed next time. And the last thing before we do the free plays is to not miss out on checking out the DubClub if you have not already. The DubClub gives you access to all of my plays sent straight to your phone, and if you use the link in my description or in the top of the comment section, there'll be a banner that pops up at the bottom of your screen giving you a limited time discount to get into the DubClub right now, which only has a couple of spots left. But not only does it give you all of my plays sent straight to your phone, but it also gives you access to the Discord. In the Discord, you get all my slips like my 6-mans, my bankroll builders, which everybody has been loving. Community chat to talk to me and other members. I'm always in the chat. If you just add me in the chat, I'll respond to you pretty fast typically. You'll also have the live plays chat, and I'm also going to be adding another channel here for guys to post their slips into. I'm also looking to add another contributor also for some tennis plays, but currently I have Asmies, Emo, and Elo posting their plays. Asmies is a big PGA guy, and everybody has been loving his plays. You can kind of tell by the reactions here how much people are loving his plays. He's been killing it. Emo is a big NBA and WNBA guy, while Elo is posting some NHL plays as well as mostly soccer. His soccer plays are different. He's killing it time and time again with his own soccer slips. We are due for a 6-man here also. We've been cashing 6-mans left and right all MLB season, and we are due for one here. I'm hoping that it comes tonight. I'm feeling pretty good about a 6-man tonight, but there's already been a 4-man posted to the DubClub already, so don't miss out on joining. Go get in right now with the link in my description or in the top of the comment section. I truly believe that I have the best DubClub out there offered for not just how much that we win, but also the community that is offered. I genuinely believe that you will love it in there, so go ahead and join. Link is available in my description or in the top line of the comment section. But now with that out of the way, let's get to these free plays. Just make sure that you play responsibly and at your own risk. Leave a like on the video here and subscribe with the notifications on. Let's get to the plays. The first play on the PrizePicks board for tonight's slate is going to be over in the fantasy score category. But if you are on a sports book, I like him for an alternative of over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, that being Ozzie Albies. If you're on fantasy score, give me the over of 4.5 fantasy. If you're on a sports book, 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I think he's in a great spot for both different categories. But Albies here has been killing it this year. He's been over in 55% of games this year. His hits, runs, and RBIs a little bit worse at about 45%. However, the Braves are in a pretty great spot today. I believe they had the highest team total on the entire slate, if I'm not wrong. And in games where they win this year, he has been dominant, going over in about 68% of games. When they win by at least 2 runs, though, over in 77% of games, as you can see there, only missing this line about 5 times. At home this year, he's been over this in slightly less, about 45%, but in wins, he's been still just very, very good at home. Not too concerned about his home track record there, but if you look at games this year, or you just look at like his history here against Austin Gomer, he has a .222 batting average against him in 9 plate appearances with 2 hits. Not super terrible there. I mean, that has to be comfortable enough to take this over here. Ozzie Albies, though, against lefties has been very, very good. He has a .226 batting average typically, but against lefties, a .254 batting average. So pretty huge increase there when facing a lefty compared to a righty. And if you look at games this year for his hits, runs, and RBIs, he's been over in 45%, but against a lefty, 46%. So a nice little increase there. But if you look more into this one here, though, you can see that he's actually hit a hit in most of these games. Like, he really should be covering in a lot of these games here, but he's not because his team is not really helping them out. Look at how many runs they're scoring. 1 run there, 4 runs there, 0 runs there. Like, he is getting hits, but he's not getting the opportunities to score runs. And now the Braves are very big favorites in this game and should be in a pretty good spot to score some runs. In wins this year against the lefty, he's over in 4 out of 6, as you can see here. So nice little change there. And even so, in those wins, they scored 2 runs there and 3 runs there. They're expected to score like 5 or 6 runs in this game here based on their team total. So I think he's in a pretty great spot this time around, especially with him playing a lefty. I like the spot. I like taking Ozzie Albies a lot against lefties, and you get a pretty good matchup here for him against Gomer in this one. So give me the over for Ozzie Albies in his hits, runs, and RBIs. Or his over 4.5 fantasy score. I think both spots are very, very good for Albies tonight. Before I get to my next 2 plays, if you're not yet on Betr Picks, it's one of the best apps out there right now for a couple of different reasons. First off, though, they have discounts every single day. You have Sabali discounted by pretty much half of her points to rebounds line today. It goes from 26.5 down to 13.5 points plus rebounds today. You have Alyssa Thomas here down to 16.5 points plus rebounds, as well as Willie Adames here down to 0.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Pretty massive discount there. So they have 3 discounts on the board, and they do this every single day. They have daily discounts every single day on this app, as well as a bunch of different promos that you can see on the screen right now. Hopefully you're not one of those people, but if you are depositing a lot into these apps too, they give you a weekly reload where you can get a deposit match. But one of the cool things too is that they can actually offer some special offers when you do sign up. It might be this one right there. So be sure to use promo code DOMGProps when you join PrizePicks. So it's not DOMG, it is DOMGProps when you join Betr. The link will be available down in my description to join PrizePicks. Go get those daily discounts. It's one of the best things offered on DFS apps out there right now. And if you just have multiple DFS apps on you, you can take advantage of these promos and potentially make some more. All right, now getting to play number 2. This time we're going to head over to, actually, once again, the fantasy score category, because today I like Mauricio Dubon. Over 3 fantasy score on PrizePicks. There isn't really an alternative for a sportsbook for this one, unfortunately, but I will have still a third play for you guys in this video if you want a sportsbook. But PrizePicks, guys, I like him over 3 fantasy score today. It's a really interesting line here because 3 fantasy is very, very low. Basically, any hit that you have is at least 3 fantasy score on PrizePicks. A single is 3 fantasy points, double is 5, a triple I believe is 8, and a home run is just a lot more than that. So 3 fantasy score basically, he just needs at least a hit to push this line. If he scores a run, that's an extra 2 points. He gets walked, that's an extra 2 points. He can get walked and score a run. That would be 4 fantasy score where he could cover this line. But he's been over his fantasy score in about 59% of games so far this year, or he's had at least 3 in about 59% of games this year. However, look at his hit line today. If you look at the sports books here, he's like a minus 210 to have a hit today. That is extremely juiced odds for him to have a hit. And again, any hit out there is at least 3 fantasy scores. That's at least a push. He's a minus 210 to at least push this line here. And there's also other ways he can cover his fantasy score and go over without getting a hit. His hit runs and RBIs line today, by the way, is about a minus 110. That is ridiculous value right now for Dubon here at 3 fantasy score. Doesn't mean it's a lock by any means, but I will say he still is in a very good spot clearly to go over his fantasy score based off of those odds. I've actually taken him a couple of games here. I think I took him in this game here against the Twins, and I probably took him in this Cleveland game too. I've taken him a couple of times recently, and he's came through for me. And if you want to look at the splits here too, in home games, he's been over in 70% of games, as you see there. When the Astros score some runs and they win, he's over in 54%, but home wins 67%. There are a lot of ways that he can go over his fantasy score line today at 3. So give him the over for Dubon and his fantasy score today on PrizePicks. Now getting to my third play here on PrizePicks, we're going to head over to the hits category. If you guys want a third play tomorrow, be sure to leave a like on this video here because 175. I'll drop a third play in tomorrow's video also. But today, I'm going to like Dillon Dingler here to have a hit in today's game. This one does start soon, so notification gangs can be able to get in on this one, as well as, of course, the DubClub, where this was posted like at least an hour ago. But I like him a lot here to have a hit. And if you're looking for like a 6x payout on PrizePicks, though, I don't mind the over 5 fantasy score either. I think both spots are very good. And you can see here that he's actually been over this in about 70% of games this year. His fantasy score, though, he has been over 5 in 40%. He's had at least 5, though, in about 57%. This is a pretty damn good spot for him because against lefties, he's actually been over this line in at 91% of games. He's only missed this line one time, which was all the way back in April 6th. So this was over 2 months ago since he has not covered this line here. And you can see here that he actually has a much better average against lefties, and Wade Miley is extremely worse against righties, with a 450 batting average allowed. It is a smaller sample size, but still, a 450 batting average allowed to righties is absolutely ridiculous. Pitch mix here, though, he throws mainly the cutter, the changeup, and the fastball. 328 on-base average against the cutter, though, at 441, a changeup at 291, and a fastball at 283. Overall, pretty simple breakdown why I like them so much today. So the picks today will be Ozzie Albies over 4.5 fantasy, Dubon over 3 fantasy, and Dillon Dingler here to have a hit in these games here. So those are the 3 plays in this video. We are not done with the free plays yet, though, but a couple of reminders to not miss out on joining the DubClub. This will give you access to all of my plays sent straight to you, and also access to my Discord, where you get my 6-man slips, the community chat, the bankroll builders, as well as my contributors plays also from Asmies, Emo, and Elo. Give you some soccer, some NHL, some PGA, some WNBA. It's just a ton of sports here are available over here in the DubClub. I truly believe that you will enjoy it. I also should have mentioned this earlier too, but if you happen to use promo code DOMG on a net that I'm affiliated with, I can actually send you a free month of my DubClub. Here are a lot of the apps that I'm affiliated with right here using promo code DOMG. The only app that's not promo code DOMG is the one I talked about earlier in Betr, where that promo code is going to be DOMG Props. But just take a screenshot and send that to domgpropsvip@gmail.com, and I can send you back a free month on my DubClub. I should have that email linked down in my description. But here's some more free plays today over on PrizePicks. They today, like Max Fried under fantasy score, Mauer Kelly under fantasy score, as well as Scotty Scheffler here under birdies or better, as well as like some WNBA value too. And it also has this category here of plus EV plays. You can click on that to filter down to a power player, same with a 5-pick or 6-pick flex. to give you a plus EV slip over on PrizePicks. This tool is extremely powerful and it can help you find a ton of plays without doing any research really yourself. Just click on the fancy bundle in my description and scroll down. Be sure to use promo code DOMG. But they actually have another tool sold separately called the AI Slip Generator, which is over 2,500 units of profit since last year. There are 8 slips currently on the board for apps like Rebet and PrizePicks and Underdog. Right now on PrizePicks, they like some plays for the MLB as well as some NBA and PGA value, giving the 6-pick flex a 8.12% profit margin right there. If you click on this button here, it's just like clicking on a link for a PrizePicks entry. It puts it into PrizePicks for you just like that. It's a really cool tool. Get it for yourself in my description. Click on the slip generator and then scroll down. And again, use promo code DOMG. Thank you for watching. I'll see you for the next video. Best of luck. If you want to make over $5,000 of profit on PrizePicks, you can watch this video on your screen right here.